I am here because I'm super excited. I just want to talk to you about some of the things that are happening with Coven Cloud. I'm a baby witch myself. I have been drawn to the craft since I was a little girl, but I was raised by two very Christian parents. And to be honest, I would not have been comfortable doing this while they were alive. My parents passed away a year apart, starting 3 years ago, and it was a really, really rough journey. Building on my craft and my faith base has been super healing for me. My relationship with my parents was incredible. They were not bad people. They were just very Christian. And I felt drawn to magic when I was a little girl. I had a couple of instances of really obvious foretelling of events and psychic dreams. And I was always playing witch with my cousins and my friends. And as my parents they put a lid on it. I'm like, no, not for you. And now that I'm an adult, it was only a year ago that I picked up my first book on witchcraft. And since then, I've just been building it and focusing on it. So a lot of this comes from a very selfish place where I want to learn. I want to build, and I'm in the South, and I want to build with people and not be prejudiced against.
I'm Molly. I am 31, so there you go. I kind of, in the last couple of months, stumbled back down the road of wanting to be a front-end developer or something I wanted. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. Past couple of years, when I hit really rocky times, I've always been looking for some sort of spiritual foundation to lean on because I don't have one, and I've never really found anything. I'm currently in North Dakota. You don't really find a lot of that stuff here. It's kind of been a really crazy experience for me because it's like I feel like I'm learning so much and meeting so many wonderful people in so many aspects of my life that I just desperately need right now, that this has really felt like this is the exact right place to be. This came into my life at the exact right point of time, and I am just going to continue to work my butt off because I so badly want to see this work, because I know that there's other people that are in the same position as me that want to have this place. So that's all I got. I'll pass it on.
So yeah, I am a third generation witch, as I like to say. I think because I grew up as a pagan, I don't necessarily have that drive to be I need to discover all this stuff, because it's just knowledge I've just grown over the years. But what I find is my favorite thing about having grown up as a pagan is finding those people who are like, hey, you're pagan, I have some questions, and watching them just bloom into these little witches, and it's just my favorite, and I get so excited. And quick story, when the day I decided to officially come on board with Coven Cloud, I went to my local grocery store, and there was this 17-year-old little witch with a little pentacle, and I said, hey, I love your pentacle, and their face just got so excited, and they were just like, oh my god, no one knows what this is, everyone just thinks I'm a devil worshiper. And so I was like, all right, here, I'm part of this new social media that's starting, here's their Instagram, here's my Facebook. And I think in that moment I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. That's cool.
I've been doing video editing just amateurly since I can remember, since I've had software to do it. But over the past year and a half, during the heat of the pandemic, a friend of mine started a fake video game wrestling league where we all created characters and created video promos and stuff. And I did probably weeks of time, if you added up all the hours doing video editing, and I realized I loved it. But I also just like creative things in general. But I saw your post and I was like, all right, Megan's really excited. This seems pretty cool. The concept of, Megan wanting to find or help bring people together while the paganism isn't what drew me. That sense of helping people get together or find their people, which is something I can relate to, resonated with me strongly, as did passion, which I always find inspirational because I kind of thrive on and need others' passion and inspiration to kind of fuel my own fire, so to speak.
So Nora and I have, for the better half of a year, been getting together, and we both have small businesses, and we've been trying to come up with some way to kind of pretty much gather all the pagan, by pagans, for pagan groups. And all of a sudden I'm on Facebook scrolling, and I too am part of the witchy business. And I see a post that Megan did calling for people, because she has this platform, but she needs people to help her. And we're like, she's got the platform. We've got a similar idea. I need to jump on this. We've been practicing for a really long time.
Over 15 years, each of us. at least.
Like, as soon as I saw Practical Magic when I was 7 years old, I was just like, Aunt Frances, that's my future. I've said it before, my favorite quote is by Terry Pratchett. By definition, a group of witches is called a coven, but in reality, a group of witches is called an argument, because there's a lot of like misinformation and stuff going out there. So if we actually get that wide, diverse group together to actually help and educate and sift through the misinformation that's out there and all that stuff, it's something we're really passionate about. So when Megan was like, hey, do you want to do this? We were like, hell yes, we want to do this.
So and then there was like a lot of like, is this too good to be true type of thing, like, because it is exactly what, like, we manifested you guys into our lives, just like vice versa, right?